The Young and the Restless spoilers. Shocking Phyllis twist that no one sees coming. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that something is in the works with Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, that no one sees coming. What is the infamous Red up to, and who will save her neck this time? Phyllis Summers is a wild card. Everyone knows that Phyllis is a wild card, and all that know her are trying to protect her in any way they can. No one in Genoa City likes that Phyllis has attached herself to Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, and they are certain that he will leave her holding the bag when it comes to his AI takeover of all of the corporations in town. Of course, Kane has convinced Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, that he is giving him the AI program to take down Victor Newman, Eric Braden, and no one can convince Billy otherwise, even Sally, who can usually at least get through to his thick skull. Could Phyllis be working them all in the meantime, including Kane? Phyllis Summers wanted to work with Aristotle Dumas. Phyllis was excited about working with Aristotle Dumas, Billy Flynn, until his identity was revealed in France. However, one could see the facial changes in Phyllis as Kane told her his plan. Phyllis wasn't lured by Kane's plan at all when he revealed it to her. She seemed to be more disgusted by it than anything. However, Phyllis played along and is all Team Kane, or so she wants everyone to believe. Looking at Phyllis while she is taking all of Kane's plans, it seems that she may be making a plan of her own in the background. If you watch closely, you will see the subtle signs that Phyllis's gears are turning in her head, spinning her own twist. Could Kane's cheerleader be his rival? Kane apparently hasn't noticed that while Phyllis is cheering him on with his takeover plans, she is also gathering more and more information that includes specifics of Kane's plans, and he is blindly handing them to her. What Kane isn't saying seems to be the exact information that Phyllis wants, and she's using his other employees to put the picture together for her. While everyone in Genoa City, including Phyllis's children, are looking for her downfall, Phyllis seems to trying to save everyone from Kane and his takeover attempt to prove herself once and for all to the big wigs of Genoa City. Can Phyllis turn the tables and save everyone while taking Kane down all by herself? What would the leader in Genoa City think? Keep watching to find out. Genoa City has seen its fair share of scandals, betrayals, and dramatic resurrections, but what's about to unfold may very well be the biggest twist yet, and it involves none other than Phyllis Summers. Just when everyone thought she was settling into a new chapter of peace, the Young and the Restless is gearing up to drop a bombshell that threatens to unravel everything. 4 months, Phyllis has been walking the fine line between redemption and relapse. She's rebuilt her relationship with Summer, taken tentative steps toward forgiving Diane, and even begun mending fences with Jack. In fact, viewers were beginning to wonder if Genoa City's fiery redhead had finally found her balance. But this is Phyllis we're talking about. And if history has taught fans anything, it's that calm waters rarely last for long where she's concerned. The twist starts quietly, almost innocuously. Phyllis receives a mysterious envelope slipped under her door late one night at the Grand Phoenix. Inside is a single photograph, a grainy image of her standing at a payphone near the time of Jeremy Stark's death. The picture is dated, time-stamped, and eerily precise. Someone clearly knows about Phyllis's dark past and is ready to use it against her. At first, she tries to dismiss it. She tells herself it's just a prank, or perhaps a desperate attempt by someone to dig up old dirt. But when a second envelope arrives, this time containing a USB drive with security footage that clearly shows Phyllis meeting with an unknown man just hours before she faked her own death, she realizes this is serious. Someone is playing a very dangerous game, and she's their target. Her first instinct is to confide in Michael Baldwin, but something stops her. Perhaps it's pride. Perhaps it's fear of losing everything she's fought so hard to rebuild. Instead, Phyllis begins investigating on her own, retracing her steps, pulling security footage from the Grand Phoenix, and even hiring a private investigator. That's when she uncovers the twist that no one, not even the most eagle-eyed fans, saw coming. The man she met with that night? He's not a stranger at all. He's connected to someone right in Genoa City, someone with deep ties to the Abbott family. And as Phyllis digs deeper, she learns that this man may not have been working for Stark, but for Diane Jenkins herself. Yes, you read that right. The woman who has spent months trying to rehabilitate her image may have orchestrated a hidden power play that went far beyond what anyone suspected. If Phyllis is right, Diane may have manipulated events from the shadows, making Phyllis look more unstable than she really was, thereby cementing her own place at Jack's side. This revelation sends Phyllis into a tailspin. Everything she's worked toward, her reconciliation with Diane, her fragile peace with Jack, now feels like a cruel joke. But rather than lashing out immediately, Phyllis does something completely unexpected. She plays along. She lets Diane think she's still under her spell, still grateful for her forgiveness, all while quietly gathering evidence to blow her rival's world apart. The tension builds over several episodes, as viewers watch Phyllis walk the razor's edge between vindication and self-destruction. Her behavior becomes erratic again, but this time it's calculated. She shows up at Abbott family gatherings, offering Diane overly saccharine compliments. She starts cozying up to Kyle, subtly planting seeds of doubt about his mother's past. She even arranges a few chance encounters with Jack, carefully dropping hints that she's ready to move on romantically. All part of a larger strategy to make Diane like Phyllis is about to expose Diane. However, the real twist hits. The man from the footage comes forward voluntarily, and reveals that Diane had nothing to do with it. In fact, he was working for someone else entirely. Tucker McCall. Tucker, ever the schemer, saw an opportunity to exploit Phyllis's vulnerability during her fake death scandal. He orchestrated the meeting, planted evidence, and even made sure the footage would surface at just the right time to destabilize Diane and Jack's relationship. His goal? To create chaos within the Abbott family and distract them from his own corporate takeover plans. This revelation leaves Phyllis reeling. She's been so focused on taking Diane down that she never saw the bigger game in play. Worse, her actions have now alienated Jack all over again, who feels betrayed that she didn't come to him with what she knew. Summer, too, is heartbroken that her mother reverted to old habits instead of trusting her family. But just when it seems like Phyllis is going to be left in the cold yet again, she makes one final move, one that could be her most shocking twist yet. Instead of retreating in defeat, Phyllis decides to team up with Diane. Yes, you read that correctly. Phyllis walks into the Abbott mansion, sits across from her longtime rival, and proposes a truce, but not just any truce. She suggests that the two of them join forces to take Tucker down once and for all. Diane is initially skeptical, but the more Phyllis explains, the more sense it makes. Tucker has been manipulating everyone, using their history and grudges as weapons. The only way to beat him is to present a united front, something he would never expect from the two women he's counted on to be at each other's throats. And just like that, Genoa City witnesses the birth of the most unlikely alliance in years. Phyllis Summers and Diane Jenkins working side by side. Fans are already buzzing about the potential fireworks this will bring, as two of the most cunning women on the canvas join forces. This shocking twist not only flips the script on Phyllis's redemption arc but also opens the door for a whole new storyline. One where she's not the villain, but the anti-hero Genoa City didn't know it needed. It sets up months of juicy drama, secret meetings, corporate sabotage, and perhaps even a slow-burn friendship between two women who have hated each other for decades. For viewers, it's the kind of twist that makes you sit up and shout at your TV. After all, in Genoa City, nothing stays the same for long, and with Phyllis back in schemer mode, but for the greater good this time, fans can buckle up for a ride that's sure to shake the Abbott family, the corporate world, and maybe even Phyllis's love life in ways no one saw coming.